Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Vietnam was the longest war in American history and the most unpopular American war of the 20th century. It resulted in nearly 58,000 American deaths and estimated up to 2 million Vietnamese deaths. Even today, many Americans still ask whether the American effort in Vietnam was a sin, a blunder, a necessary war, or was it whether to... I hate this shit. Fuck. I hate this shit. Like, this is the most... This sentence is so hard to say.
You just change them.
Oh, wait.
Cock it in. You have to hold down. No, you have to hold down the thing on the side.
Here?
Other thing.
Here?
The safety.
Alright. Alright. Vietnam was the most longest war in American history and the most unpopular American war of the 20th century. It resulted in nearly 58,000 American deaths and an estimated up to 2 million Vietnamese deaths. Even today, many Americans ask whether the American effort in Vietnam was a sin, a blunder, a necessary war, or whether it was a noble cause or idealistic, if failed, effort to protect South Vietnamese from bad government. Between 1945 and 1954, the Vietnamese waged an anti-colonial war against France, which received 2.6 billion financial support from the United States. The French defeated Dien Bien Phu was followed by a peace conference in Geneva. As a result, the conference, Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam received their independence, and Vietnam was temporarily divided between the anti-communist South and the communist North. In 1956, South Vietnam and American backing refused to hold unification election. But in 1958, South started attacking. From 1968 to 1973, efforts were made to end the conflict through diplomacy. From 1968 to 1967, From 1968 to 1973, efforts were made to end the conflict through diplomacy. In January 1973, an agreement was reached. U.S. forces were withdrawn from Vietnam and U.S. prisoners of war were released. In April 7, 1975,
Paragraph.
From 1978 till 1973, efforts were made to end the conflict through diplomacy. In January 1973, an agreement was reached. U.S. forces were withdrawn from Vietnam and U.S. prisoners of war were released. In April 1975, South Vietnam surrendered to North Korea and Vietnam was reunited. So, you may ask, what were the consequences? No way. So the consequences of the Vietnam War was the Vietnam War cost the United States 58,000 lives and 35 The consequences of Vietnam War cost the United States 58,000 lives and 350,000 casualties. It also resulted in between 1 and 2 million Vietnamese deaths, as I said before, and it also, And two, Congress, Congress reached the War Power Act in Congress reached the War Powers Act in 1973, requiring the President to receive explicit congressional approval before committing American forces overseas. Bang, bang. I'm out. Thank you. I'm gonna go see what's up with the...
You didn't have to cock it.